Ya. Dan yang dekat YouTube tu? Yelah nak tahu macam ni. Buka dia ni. Go live. Okay. Lepas tu? Macam mana nak lepas? Salam lah. Ya ke? Dia semalam kan macam kau darah. Dia macam mana dia boleh connect? Dia meditate lah. Macam tu je dah apa? Asal mudah sangat. Memang aku pandai.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inshallah, we will be starting in a few minutes for our candidate dialogue for Office of Islamization and Student Development (ISD) and Office of Entrepreneurship and Encorp. Thank you. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Let us first open our dialogue with Kitab Al-Fatiha. Amin, 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 ya Rabbal Alamin. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to IIMSU Candidate Dialogue for Office of Islamization and Student Development (ISD) and Office of Entrepreneurship and COP. My name is Afaf Najla and I am very honored to be moderator for today. For our dialogue for today, we have two candidates, by which in my right is Sister Aina Fasiha and in my left is Sister Aisha. So before we start, let us give a big applause to our candidates for today. Okay, without wasting time, let us start with the first round with Sister Aisha. With all respect, the stage is all yours.
Yes. And I'm still in. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Brothers and sisters, I'm Ashid Ahmed, a third-year student from Ahmad Ibrahim Kula of Law, and I am here today as one of the candidates for the Office Islamization and Student Development. Before I start, I would like to address a few questions that has been asked by some of my friends. They asked me, Aisha, what is IST? Why Islamization is being put together with student development? And is this office really necessary? To answer to this question, I give you an analogy. The analogy of a seed, of a tree. The seed is the foundation. The seed is the basis, and the seed is utmost important before a great tree can be grown, before we can enjoy the sweetness of the fruits. Same with ISD. Same with ISD. Examination is the foundation. Examination is the basis. Examination is the foundation before and foundation for student development. Okay. 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 Next, I shall start with my first manifesto. That is begins with three words. First, enhancing students' competency. That's exactly what I propose to bring to the office. But why enhancing student competency? As what I see during my university journey, I believe the challenges we face as a student are really difficult. Many people graduating with their flying colors of degree, and even thousands of students who graduate with their 4 flat, 3 flat, or whatever it is, but still, some of them are left unemployed. Or perhaps they opt to go to another office to get some income. Why this issue occurs? Brothers and sisters, it is because our students lack of competency. And for this reason, I propose to initiate a training that provides professional certificate for students. This training is not just a simple workshop, but instead, it is a pedagogy with the professional certificate at the end of the training. For example, I call with mediator certificate, KNMS with online intelligent economic certificate, and also for our Asia student is the certificate in Islamic studies. At the end, this is because because at the end of our degree, we all same. We all has this almost similar result, even though we are graduating with flying colors of degree. But this kind of certificate is distinguishes from other students in another university. Together, we can be better in our employability. So next, I will move to my second manifesto, where I believe that student development should not only foster intellectual growth, but it is also need to cultivate a moral development, which is in line with the concept of examination. My second manifesto will be I intend to expand student understanding on spiritual and ethical manners on a broader scale. Broader scale. Why this kind of understanding is important? It is because previously I believe the significant change in students' behavior, like in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, I saw one of TikTok videos. The influencer posted that a cynical behavior as a student towards his lecturer, towards his teacher. And believe it or not, many young person, many young people are like the post, even they post it and admire such influencer. I wonder why would this kind of issue occur? Where has the respect gone? I would like to share with you a story about Prophet Musa and Prophet Khidir as prescribed in Surah Al-Kahfi, where the story where Prophet Musa has asked Prophet Khidir three questions. First, why would he destroy a boy which belongs to a poor? And second, why would he slay an innocent child? And third, why would he build a wall for a community who has not feeding them while they are in need? From this story, I would like to highlight the polite manners of Prophet Musa, where he said, "Oh Khidir, if I ask any more questions to you, please dismiss me from being your companion, from being in this journey together with you." From this story, even though you think that you ask the correct questions, but somehow such question must lead it may lead to disrespect to your teacher. Brothers and sisters, for this reason, I propose to launch a big grand campaign, namely Alive, which stands for Awakening Life's Inner Values and Essence, where this campaign is not just uh, one one-off campaign, but it is a continuous campaign which consists of various programs inside it. Why this kind of campaign important? It is because this campaign aims for promoting a good behavioral person as a student, and also how students should behave with their lecturers, and it also includes the Islamic professional ethics together with international issues. Brothers and sisters, together we can improve our union, we can improve our behavior, we can be better as a great individual. I believe that is all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Sister Aisha. I think regards to the certificate is very interesting because that's what we'll be highlighting different between our students from IUM and the other universities. So moving on to the second candidate, second speaker, Sister Aina Nasihah. فليتفضل.
Alright. Thank you, our moderator. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ainur Nasihah binti Muhammad Farashawki. To make it short, you can just call me Ainur. Those who knows, I believe if I am a working staff officer, then students will come and approach me for, any collaboration. So, okay. I am running for the office seat of the Office of Entrepreneurship and Corporate Relation for Gombak campus. So, as answering the question of moderator just now, why do we choose? Why do I choose to be in this office? Is because firstly, I am Gemini student. I am from Kuliah of Management and Economic Sciences. So throughout my life, I have been not only since here in university, but also back then in school. Throughout my life, I have been learning about financial. I've been learning about accounting. So I feel like among all this effort, um, Encorp, this office is the closest to my heart. So the reason that I feel like I want to pursue my what interest and passion in this office. That's why I chose Encorp. And also, besides that, because I've been learning in this kuliah, I also have many friends that have been managing the financial program and also have been learning the same thing with me. So once I'm in their seat, not only from my side, but I also can ask my friends, my kuliah friends' thoughts and opinion. What can I do to improve the NCOP, uh, the NCOP job scope and responsibilities, that we can share knowledge between us so that we can improve the entrepreneurship and corporate relation related stuff. And also, besides that, I truly believe. So the second reason is I truly believe that funding and networking are the most significant aspects when you are planning something. You know, in this union, you always have a lot of programs, you always have a lot of initiative you want to take for the students. But the thing is, how can we initiate those things if we don't have enough funding? Okay, so this is where NCORP will do its works. It is where the NCORP job scopes started. It is when we have to think by ourselves, how can we generate our own income in the union besides only just keep receiving the funding from external parties or from outside. So we have to think how can we generate our own income, but at the same time enhance our students' development, and also how can we cooperate with the other corporate bodies out there. Thus, um, this is why I believe funding is a foundation when you want to plan something. So for me, the bigger budget you have, so the bigger efficiency of executing the plans. And inshallah, you also can also recruit more committees and recruit and also gain more audience because they can see, oh, this program by union is so interesting, it's so big, it looks so huge and myriad that they feel joining this. And also, of course, whatever programs we have, we want to gain more audience because when we have more audience, it gives us more courage, to do this event and also to continue this event or initiative or program in the future. Okay, so moving on to my manifestos. The first manifesto is inclusive and exclusive marketplace. So what is this marketplace for? Marketplace that we aim to create that can be a catalyst for students to penetrate bigger markets. For example, maybe all this while, if you can see, we have a few groups on social media such as WhatsApp or Telegram can advertise or market themselves in terms of what service what sorry in terms of what skill they have. And about this market also, as I said, it is not only to just sell and buy, but also where they can reach their potential customers, because that is where they can also promote their products and put their business contacts out there. Because it's not necessarily when the customer passing by your booth and they can see and they straight away buy. Perhaps later in the future, if they ever need any kind of your products, they can just take your numbers. They can just reach you out by the numbers or by the contacts that they had before during the market hours. So this is how we can what's called find the potential customers. So it's not only at the time, but it can be continuously in the future where we can gain more customers. And it is inclusive also because I want to include all students from all different backgrounds, and also not only business owner, but those who never had business before, or those who never sell anything before. It's where it can be their platform for them to start off their own business journey. And this is how it relates to second manifesto, but I will elaborate later. Also, I want to include the students with special needs, because I'm actually used to be in Office of Welfare, in Student Union. So there is this department called Disability Department, and I think we can collaborate with this department if we ever have disabled students or students with special needs who wants also to be part of our marketplace. Alright, and why it's called exclusive? For me, I want to create a market where you once you see it, you know that it is IAM market. So when you see this IAM market, because as we know right now in this era, how we want to promote our market, of course, not only what it can be seen physically, but also online. It's now technological era. So we want to promote our products. When we put out the advertisement of our marketplace there, people can see that, oh, this is IUM marketplace. And we want it to happen annually and continuously, where people are looking forward to have this market every year. And it has its own IUM identity. And it is exclusively for our IM students only. Because all this, I know we have a lot of bazaars and like small markets that have been running throughout our campus, on our campus. But the thing is, most of them are also from outside. Like they are the outsiders, the external parties. We rarely can see like in a market, all students are actually involved there. That's why it's called exclusive, because we don't want to we are focusing on helping the students, our own students in business field. And also, is exclusive because I think it's really important for us to know the feedback, or we want to survey what actually our student wants. Okay, so not from the seller side, but also from the customer side, what do they actually want, so that we know what we want to uh, put out, what kind of products we want to put out there in this marketplace. So maybe we can once we got to know, oh yeah, most of I students demand this product or this product. Once we got to know the demand, then we can sell the products, or we can expand the products quantities, and also the sellers. And moving on to second manifesto, which is centralized entrepreneurship support. As we know, entrepreneurship support has always been associated with funding, but the thing is, it's not only funding. A support system can be in many kinds, such as networking, or mentoring, or local knowledge base, or any educational programs. And also, I want this our students who join this entrepreneurship also understand what is the rules and regulation when entering the business field. How is it? How do we build ourselves to SSM? You know SSM where you register the business, and also with the LHN, and also about the halal certificate or something. Because we don't want our business to be stagnant, right? It's not only fixed there. We want to expand it to be able do the business in a bigger scale. Thus, this is why it's really important for the students to get exposure about this knowledge. Okay, because some of them they do not know, like some of them they truly have good products, but the thing is they do not know how to market their products. They don't know how to sell the products. They don't know how to find the customers. So even though they have good and quality products and services, but they still cannot uh, have business. They still cannot do their business, or their business is not improving because they do not know how to market the products. At the same time, they lack of knowledge. So this is why I want to help the students on um, enhancing their products and also improving their business. At the same time, I want also that student to be guided and have knowledge of how to manage the financial, uh, and we also we can have collaboration with several parties inside IUM, such as any society or clubs that has always had these entrepreneurial ideas. So we want to bring all these entrepreneurial ideas under one roof, and at the same time we always refer to the EDC, Entrepreneurship Development Center, because we need to know that this is the center, and um, they are the main parties when it comes to entrepreneurship. So we want to whatever we do, we have to refer to EDC. But at the same time, I want any entrepreneurship program or any entrepreneurship events. Uh, we're going to collaborate with these clubs and society with the union. So that because for me, as I'm in camps, I have always seen the advertisement about this entrepreneurship related programs that has been organized by our society or club. But the thing is, they cannot reach bigger audience. So sometimes the objective is not that much reachable. The goal is not there. Um, shall we move to the third one? Is insight carry growth. What is inside career growth? We want students to look at the bigger picture of how they're going to navigate their career journey. Because some of the students, once they graduate, they don't know what to do. So this is where we want to collaborate with the professional teams, with the corporate body out there, to give guidance and networking to the students how they're going to navigate their career journey, so that they know once they graduate what they're going to do step by step and how they can plan their career growth. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sister Aino. I'm really attracted with the idea of the marketplace by which that we have two tagline, inclusive and exclusivity. It's like there's an idea of we make our own Shopee, but IIM Shopee. Okay. So moving on to the second round, by which the question from moderator. So we start first with Sister Aisha. So the first question is, Islamization has always been close to the concept of Bi'ah Sadha. How to answer the students' perception that the Bi'ah Sadha in IIUM has been depressing? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sister Moderator, for the questions. Yes, I agree that Islamization is really close with ISD office. And I believe the Biaswara has been significantly decreased from time to time. It's due to students' lack of awareness, and second, from the student background itself. And yes, as student leader, we need to uphold Bi'ah Salihah in this university. To answer to this question, the issue of Bi'ah Salihah is in line with my second manifesto, that is to launch a grand campaign, namely Alive, Awakening Lives in the Radio and Essence, where this campaign is continuous in nature. Because to solve an issue to solve the issue of Bi'ah Salihah, we need a continuous solution. This initiative also aims to empower Islamic professional ethics, and which is the core elements of Bi'ah Salihah itself. And last but not least, this issue is not to be blamed to our students, but it is a collective responsibility to student leaders to solve this problem. Together we can improve the union and be better, especially in aspect of Bi'ah Salihah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sister Aisha. Okay, next we will be moving to Sister Aino. So the first, what is your idea to sustain and maintain the business related to SU?
Alright, to sustain and to maintain business related to SU, so far, we only have one or two business as far as I know that what has been happening in Union. We are going to revise again to what extent this business will help the Union and also the students in the future, because we cannot continue what doesn't benefit or what will make extra cost incurred, because it will be like a loss for us. So we're gonna be revising them, and let's see if we can continue. Then we're going to continue, or it can be that idea can be maintained, but maybe the mechanism can be adjusted according to our needs at this time at that moment. So and also beside the main ideas is the main theme. It can be also, we would like to pair it up with other ideas, with the other new and current ideas, so that both can be much better. Because it depends also on the parties that we want to collaborate. Depends also on the ideas. We are going to mix and match and pair it up to make it a better to have a better improvement on how it will help to generate our union's income.
Okay, I see that it's interesting because for the simple, Sister Aina, if she want to strive for the most effective medium. Right? Okay, so Sister Aisha, what is your idea to sustain and maintain the good progress of the Islamic Dawah Council (IDC)? Maybe you will explain a bit about the IDC also.
Okay, thank you. Like, actually, it is not Islamic Dawah Council, it is IIUM Dawah Council. This council has been initiated by officers in ISC officers in 2021, 2022 tenure, which is by Kak Hayatul Hafizah and Kak Fatina Jo. Sister Fatina Jo, sorry. Okay. For the current progress of IBC is we have conducted a series of meetings to deliberate certain issues that has been occurred in IGI and in this campus. And for the new tenure, I propose to put a strong narrative in IBC, where we will discuss and review the issue of both national and international issue that arises in this country and also the outside in foreign country. Then, after we review this issue, we will we will raise a solution, for example, to respective authorities. For example, if there is any conflict in PBB, or we can call it as United Nations, we can argue it and liaise it with a respective authority. And another solution, another example, for example, is if any issue arises in OIC, we will adhere to it and discuss in this council. And the latest one, if you are aware of, the issue of mental health issue that has been occurred in this in this IIUM, and I really hope that the new tenure of IDC, we will discuss a proper mechanism to handle such pathetic tragedy. And I hope this kind of tragedy will not be repeated again in the future. Because as a leader, we need to maintain the the welfare of students and also protect their mental health as well. Mental health as well. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sister Aisha. I think that's very interesting and exciting because from what you say, IUM may be more involved in international issue, for such as we can see right now the Palestinian issue. Okay, next, Sister, I know, in your opinion, what is the best way to increase the income in SU?
Alright. For me, one of the best way to increase income in student union is by inviting the other bigger parties, the ones that have experience regarding generating business income with the other bigger parties. Of course, we cannot mention the names here, but it can be anyone who has the experience and has the potential. Because as maybe because we are not that much experience, right, regarding generating this income. So that's why we need to have someone else, another party, the second party that can collab with us and give out more ideas, more entrepreneurial ideas, and at the same time guide us on how can we generate the income. And the thing is about union, I think we are very strong when it comes to manpower. We can provide them manpower, but maybe they can come, but about them, they can provide us such as networking or maybe any program, any educational program or educational visit, which can help us to understand better on how can we start off a business and at the same time maintain it.
Okay, thank you, Sister. I know. So right now will be for the last round for the moderated question. Sister Aisha, what is your idea to instill the spirit of sustainable development in every project in IST?
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Moderator. It is such an interesting question because we all know that IIUM is really interrelated with sustainable development goals, right? Okay, if you are aware that currently IIUM in most of the Muhalla, we are using the method of straw-free to like improve our sustainable development. Okay, for the questions, I would like to point out three core elements of sustainable development. First, it is regarding social inclusion, environmental growth, and also economic growth. Okay, I believe that the first two elements, that is social inclusion and economic growth, is tally with my manifesto. Because my first manifesto is to enhance student competency. Why this is why this manifesto can promote economic growth? Because new labor, new young labor, and new initiative and new invention could like spark up the improvisation of student development itself. And for the second element, that is social inclusion, that is interrelated with my second manifesto, that is to launch a grant campaign to like put awareness to all students, to all IIUM students. Because okay, first you need to know what is social inclusion. Social inclusion is while you are including all communities either inside IIUM or outside IIUM, and you like kind of protect their rights and also hear their voice. Because okay, I would like to share a story. Okay, I am one of the students in Usra in Action for Batu Lapan community. It is just around the beside IIUM near to SPP. BPI is the Goma. Okay, believe it or not, even though the community is being surrounded by various schools and also college and this UIA, this IIUM, but some of the, no, not some, majority of the communities has no access to education. I believe it is just around one or three families that like send their children to school. Why? Why uh, we that cannot do not care to the communities around us? Where the spirit of neighborhood? So I believe that by this kind of campaign, I would like to include the social inclusion as well, where it will promote volunteerism to like help the communities, the outer communities, which is suffer hardship around us. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sister Aisha. From the words by Sister Aisha, I like that it is a question to ponder to us. Is actually IIUM really effective to community? Okay. Next, Sister, I know the last question. What is your plan to sustain the income of the student union if business associated with the union or external sponsorships are not attainable?
Alright. That's right. We cannot rely. We cannot. We cannot always rely on the sponsorship stream and also external parties to keep giving us funding. As I mentioned before, this is why I have these three manifestos that have been included here regarding start up our own marketplace. This is where we're gonna collaborate with the students and also not only the students will be generating the income, but also for the union who may get the commission because we are here providing you guys the platform, and also we are here providing you guys the support. And the support here is not only funding, it can be in many times as I mentioned before, right? So this is one. This is how we're going to generate the income and also sustain it for a long time want it to be as I want it to happen continuously. It depends on the frequency. Maybe for right now annually, but after some time it can be monthly. And also this is how union can get as well commission from here from this marketplace. And then um, at the same time, uh, you also will keep we also right now, if you want to know that we have collaborated this tenure the Encorp's office has collaborated with one SOX where they sell the SIM cards to the students, and as you can get commission from here. So this kind of business actually this kind of business collaboration actually that we will keep doing in the future. So maybe right now it's SIM card, but in the future there are products that we will collaborate. But as I said, we can provide manpower and we can also provide the as well the market. So, right, the market is IUM. We're gonna be advertising the products here, but that party will come to us and offer their products or services, which what we're going to sell to the IUM students, and this is how we going to have our own part in the profit. Um, and also. As I said, we want to collaborate with the parties, right? Maybe while doing all these kind of programs like entrepreneurship programs, and throughout this journey, that is where we will keep meeting the what's called the other parties, the corporate bodies out there. This is where the networking will happen, and the networking there, where we keep meeting these parties, this is where we can get to know, oh, is there any business that potentially can happen in IUM, and they also feel like IUM is a good market for this and that. And as I said, we want to make a survey also regarding what the student demands. So once we get once we get to know what the students demands, we can have this kind of the students, not only products but also services. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sister. I love your words because we can conclude from that she will find everything that she can do for to serve the students. Okay, now we will be moving on to the next round. Question from the audience. So, is there any question from audience? Calling for one.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adam Hafiz bin Khairul. I am third year second semester from Department of Political Science, and my question is directed to Sister Ayu Nasiha. The question is, when you assume the office of Encorp, do you have any list of company or sponsorship that you think can benefit to IIM Student Union as a whole? Yeah.
Any company or sponsorship?
Yes.
I think I do have. Not necessarily companies who are selling certain products, but also financial institutions like banks, uh, and also yeah, I do have actually like banks. Even recently, I attended this program with SAMB where they want to promote the financial literacy among the students. So the thing is, it's not only for the students individually, like our own, how do we manage the financial, how can we do our own budget, our own budgeting. It's not only individual, but the thing is, they also had the sharing session with the other business owner who who used to have a small business, and that's how from there they accelerate to a bigger business. Where right now, they can sell products. Right now they sell nasi lemak. So before that, they have been selling only nasi lemak at the street, but right now they can already have other bigger platforms such as at Petronas, at another fuel stations, where and also at the other offices where they can sell the products there. So, as I said, first the financial institutions such as SIMB who are promoting how can we support these entrepreneurs, uh, not only students but also support student union on promoting the financial literacy and financial management. Because first we need to know, we need to understand that even though you can generate as much income, but you also need to know how to manage it. How to manage it. The proper financial management is very important. And then at the same time, we also can invite, as I give example just now, that nasi lemak owner who have accelerated for very small business who were just selling at the street, but now they have become bigger. They even have a few branches and they can sell at the fuel station, at the office. So it's like that. We want to invite these business owners who have been improving their business, and because it's not necessarily huge corporate bodies, such as maybe in your mind like Petronas or Shell or something, but it can be those middle income business who uh, just started up their business a few years ago and had this sharing session with us. And also at the same time, we have to understand we are public university, so we always have the access to the government agency to collaborate with them regarding on how to sustain income with the student and also with the union. So we have to understand that we have access to that as well. So besides collaborate with the private sectors, we also have access to the government agencies who will always be helping us as we are the public university. And I think we also have that good reputation as I am university that we can always have the help from others, to have the assistance from them and different kind of assistance.
Okay, thank you, Sister Ainul. I can say that we not focusing on big business but also local business. Okay, so we open again question. If there are any question from audience.
Okay, hi again. uh, okay, this question is directed to Sister Aisha. We know that in IUM, we have IUM Dawah Council, and I do agree on to enhance the Bai'ah Solah in IUM. So my question is, how do you how are you going to utilize the IUM Dawah Council to enhance the Bai'ah Solah in IUM?
Okay, thank you, brother, for the questions. Okay, firstly, we need to know the members of IDC. The IDC member, it consists of KBS, Kuala-based Society, Dakwah-based Society, and also MRCC. Okay, how can the IDC officers utilize this kind of council to empower BSLH in this university? Okay, by discussion and meeting with the members of IDC, I believe the comprehension of information can be blasted through them. Because like the president, because the representative, like we will urge the representative of IDC members to to enforce such that kind of to propose policy or to propose program or event that we will conduct through IDC. So therefore, we will enhance the BR Solar through the IDC members for them to spread the promoting programs. Thank you.
Okay, so Sister Aisha will liaise IDC with the other KBS, MCC. Okay. So if there are any question from the audience, again.
So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So the question is for Sister Aisha. So how you can incorporate the teaching of Islam inside the administration or management in student union? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. Such an interesting question. Okay, as the student leader in ISD, okay, the question is about how will I incorporate such Islamic teaching in student union. Okay, first I would like to enforce the kind of bi'as in or practical teaching in among IIUM officers and also members IIUM student union first before I go to the subcom. Okay, how can I instill such practical teaching? Okay, first I would like to spread the awareness first to the fellow officers so that we can maintain the spiritual and also ethical manners. And okay, one point is I would like to empower discipline among IIM students first. Okay, then from there we can enhance the BR Salihah and also implement the practical teaching to IIM student union. Thank you.
Okay. Next, is there any questions from audience?
Assalamualaikum. My name is Abdul Rahman, first year, second sem. I would like to ask two questions. First is, what is your opinion on some issues? So far, regarding the proposal to remove the curfew and gazette a few places in IUM as 24-hour study places, which will definitely cause some problems to the pihak solar in IUM. My second question is, what is the proposal and mechanism that will be made by ISD to ensure that Islamization can be implemented in this proposal? Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, brothers, for the questions. Okay, first, how can BRSLH can be implemented if we remove the curfew, right? Okay, first of all, I kind of, perhaps the curfew can be removed, but it still can maintain the BRSLH if the security or the students can, like, avoiding the matters or the elements that can lead to destruction of their solar. Okay, first, if the curfew has been removed, if the proposal has been, will be approved in near future, I believe that I kind of disagree with the removal of curfew. That is my opinion. Okay, because if we like stay outside and return to IIUM like above the curfew, it will promote FINA, because like we as a students, we should not going outside, and yes, perhaps we can study outside, but we should obey the curfew. Okay, that's the first one. I kind of disagree with the proposal to remove the curfew, because it will somehow lead to the destroy or destruction of the Asadha. Or it may decrease the Asadha in this area. Okay, for the second question, the mechanism to that ISD proposed for this kind of proposal. Okay, the issue, the reason, the rationale why students are proposing this removing the curfew, because perhaps they want to somehow they go for long journey, and they want to the facility in IIUM is not convenient as what has been provided outside. So my suggestion is we will maybe student can improvise the facility in IIUM tell with like macam seiring, macam sama macam apa yang disediakan di facility di luar. Okay, contoh, student love to like lepak dekat Starbucks kan untuk study. Sebab apa dia pun tak boleh nak lepak dekat library? Sebab tak boleh nak makan, tak boleh nak sambil study tu dia macam chill. Mungkin pandangan saya lah, UIA boleh macam sediakan, ataupun we have the reading hub in each mahala, but such reading hub is not really utilized by the MRC. Some of them are locked, and students can go in there like beyond the curfew, beyond 12 midnight. So that is my proposal. First, we can like improvise the facility that we already have in this IIM, so that students can like enjoy as they enjoy outside. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I do see that the question from brother is very controversial. Okay, so is there any question from audience again? We still open the stage. Calling for question 1. Calling for question 2.
Alright. Hello, it's me again. So the question is for Sister Aino from Ocap Encorp. So as you know that from entrepreneurship matters, you are gaining profits from it, right? So how from your office can be utilized and use the money to contribute for the students, right? Alright, thank you.
Alright. So for your information, there are programs that have been pending, and it's because of lack of budget. So whatever the programs that have been initiated before, that is where we're going to allocate our funding towards these programs and this program that has been started or that's been initiated before. So this is where first is going to be allocated here. So whatever, because we cannot simply allocate the funding to new things, but we just left out the ones that we have started, right? So we need to allocate first to this one, and if there is any extra, then we can think about other programs. Then can we think about other kind of assistance for our students, and also okay, the thing is, you don't have to be worried about any programs or any events under union because it has always been there continuously and comprehensively from this union to the students. In fact, there are certain initiative between student union and students. Sorry, between student union and also other parties that they may have give us some funding, but it's not enough yet. So this is besides allocate to the programs that we have initiated before. Secondly, we also going to what's called add up with that program or initiative that we collaborate with other parties. So the to answer your questions, how do we help? The initiative and the assistance has always been there for from the union to the student. It's just that we need more funding because we want to expand the program capacity and also to uh, promote the program and also make more goals, more objectives to be achievable.
Okay, thank you. So the program will always be for the students. Okay. Next, is there any question? Calling for question 1, calling for question 2, calling for question 3. Okay. So we will give like 30 seconds for each candidate for the last words. Oh, 30, 3 minutes. Okay. Right now we will give like 30 seconds for each candidate to prepare for their last words. So for the last word we will give 3 minutes. Okay, so for the last words from Sister Ayu.
Right. I would like to conclude for today's dialogue session regarding how should students or how should island communities understand that entrepreneurship is not only about you have something and you sell something. It is actually beyond that. Some students may say that I don't have products, I have nothing to sell, so how can I start up a business? But it's actually beyond that. Whatever you have, whatever skills you have, whatever knowledge you have, that also can be a business. That also you can also market your skills and knowledge. You can also gain side income through your skills and knowledge. And how, for example, how can this happen? Let's say if you have extra time and you are good at doing house chores, so you can just advertise that you can do this service cleaning at the student's room. Or any of you guys may have the skills of editing or skills of editing video or maybe designing something, then you guys can also advertise with the skills that you have and you can promote it, and that is where you can charge the student and get the extra income. Um, so this is how actually entrepreneurship works. But how can you guys, this student who wants to start up a business, how can you guys collaborate with us? Because we want to create that platform. This is where we come to help you, we come to assist you in the middle, in between you and the customer. We may be the platform for you to reach the customer. We may be the platform for you to start up your business, like giving you assistance or giving you the initiative, or maybe we could be finding the customers and as well make you reachable, make the customer reachable for you. So this is where the union came in the middle it came as the middle person between the entrepreneurs and also the customers. And then um, second thing I will say that besides entrepreneurship, we also the office that within the job scope where we work with the corporate relation with the corporate bodies and doing all the corporate relation stuff. The thing is about the corporate, it's not only about business, but at the same time, we can help them to assist us in regards of planning our career growth, our career journey. Because I do not want IM students to only be the student who achieve good grades, or maybe who have been participating in the programs, events, become the communities, become the participants, but when they are actually out there in the market, they do not know what they have to do, or they didn't get the exposure, so they kind of culture shocks on what they have to do first, and then what they have to do the next thing. And if they are studying in this particular course program, do they still do this only this the only journey or the only way of how they're going to penetrate? Is this the only way for them to work or to grow out their career? It's not only that. The industry out there and the job market out there is very huge. So we want the students to get exposed. So this is where also the union, specifically the Encorp office, to come in between to help you guys between to help you guys to have the ways of connecting with the corporate bodies out there, and how you guys can get exposure of the other industry, not only the industry related to your programs, but also outside of your programs, and to give you that networking or connection with the outsides, and how can you navigate and plan your career growth properly. And also, last but not least, I would like to open up to all of you if there is any suggestion or recommendation that you want to give, that you want. I am very approachable. You can just come to me or approach me on social media, whatever suggestion you guys have, whatever ideas you guys have, because it's not only me working in this unit. And after all, um, unit is from the students and by the students. So whatever we do is because of you guys. So this is why you guys' opinions, your thoughts really matters to us. So we have to know what do you want, what do you guys need. So please do come approach us and make the unit as your best friend. Wherever you have problem, whenever you have thoughts, opinion that you want to give, that you guys want to share, please do so.
Okay, thank you, Sister Aino. So Sister Aino basically she said she will always be there. Okay, next. Sister Aisha.
Okay, my last word. Okay, first regarding ISC, I really hope that the proposed mechanism that I propose can be executed successfully. And this kind okay, I would like to advocate all of IIM students to go voting in this 7th May of 7th May 2024 on this Tuesday. Okay, polling day. Okay, we as students, as a young people, as the voices of tomorrow, we hold the power to shape the futures, especially in student union. The upcoming election is not it is not just another event on calendar, but it is a crucial moment in our journey as a student. It is an opportunity for us to have a say in decisions that will impact our university lives, our communities, and our world for years to come. A question to ponder: voting is not just a right, but it is a responsibility, and it is a collective responsibility as a student. It is our duty as students to engage in campus democracy, to exercise our voice, and to hold our leaders accountable. So, will you stand on the sideline and watch others to make decisions, or will you step up and make choices and make your voice heard? Your voice heard. So, by casting our ballot, we are not only expressing our preference, but we are also shaping the values and priorities of students of our union. It is because every actions that we act is accountable. One more thing I would like to add. Uh, we have two offices that we will contest this for this election. That is for deputy president, and also vice president. Okay, I would like to highlight here that somehow experience can be no, somehow leadership is prevail over experience. A person might has experience, but they or he or she can't commit to the office. So I would like to highlight here that leadership will prevail over experience. Thank you. So cast your vote wisely, okay? Thank you.
Okay, with the last words from Mr. Aisha, it marks the end of our dialogue. We students hope for the best for both candidates to execute their manifesto, because we are the one who will have more opportunity after not just confined the course that we are studying. So students, don't worry, we are in a good hands. So thank you all the candidates, wishing all the best, and again, let's give them a big applause. Okay, before we conclude, I will ask for your forgiveness for any shortcomings or mistakes. We strive for excellence, but we also acknowledge our imperfections. With that, let us end our dialogue with the recitation of Tasbih Kafarah and Surah Al-As. وبالله التوفيق والهداية والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Thank you. Before we disperse, I would like to seek your cooperation to gather around for the photography session.